Welcome to World Information HD, where we dig deep, and sometimes very deep, into the hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. Today's episode? A true numismatic treasure hunt, the top 10 most valuable Lincoln Wheat Pennies, dirty, worn, and forgotten pennies that shockingly could be worth millions. These humble 1-cent coins, minted between 1909 and 1958, might look like ordinary spare change, but some are legendary. From wild minting errors to ultra-rare low mintage issues, these pennies don't just carry history, they could carry a fortune. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you might be checking every piggy bank, dusty drawer, or jar of old change, wondering, do I have the next $1 million penny? Let's jump in. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic and sought-after coins in American history, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny, specifically the rare version with no mint mark. This humble penny, part of a series that's been in circulation for over a century, hides a world of history, rarity, and potential fortune for collectors lucky enough to have one in their possession. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is an enduring symbol of American numismatics. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it marked a turning point in American coinage by featuring the first portrait of a president on a regular issue circulating coin. The reverse of the coin showcased the famous wheat ears, which gave the series its Wheat Penny nickname. For decades, these pennies were everyday coins, exchanged in countless transactions, tucked away in pockets, jars, and drawers across the country. Today, collectors hunt for them obsessively, and certain years and varieties are worth far more than their face value. Among these sought-after coins, the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny stands out for several reasons. While 1937 was a year of continued production across multiple mints, the no mint mark variety, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, is particularly intriguing. Philadelphia, being the original and largest mint in the United States, traditionally did not use a mint mark, which makes this coin easy to identify, but also more elusive in high-grade conditions. Many collectors focus on condition and rarity, and that is exactly where the 1937 no mint mark penny shines. To understand the appeal of this coin, we need to look at its design and production details. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image is sharp, dignified, and instantly recognizable, a reminder of his legacy and the American spirit. The reverse, adorned with two wheat stalks embracing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, represents prosperity and the agricultural foundation of the nation during that era. On first glance, it may appear like any other penny, but the magic of coin collecting lies in the details, the small variations, the quality of the strike, and the rarity of certain batches. Collectors often examine several key factors when assessing a 1937 no mint mark penny. These include the coin's condition, strike quality, and any potential errors or anomalies. The condition or grade is critical. Coins that have been in circulation often show signs of wear, softened details, scratches, and discoloration. However, a well-preserved 1937 penny, particularly one with full detail on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, sharp wheat stalks, and a clean surface, is extremely valuable. These higher-grade examples are often rated as extremely fine, XF, or mint state, MS, and can command significant prices at auction or among private collectors. Strike quality is another element that determines value. During the 1930s, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies each year, but variations in pressure and die condition could result in differences between coins. Some coins are beautifully struck, showing all the intricate details, while others may appear softer or less defined. Collectors prize coins with sharp, clear details, as they are rarer and visually more appealing. This attention to strike quality is one of the reasons why the 1937 no mint mark penny is not just a historical relic but a coveted item for serious numismatists. Errors and anomalies also add an extra layer of intrigue and value. Some pennies might exhibit double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, making each coin unique. While these errors were unintentional, They now serve as a window into the minting process of the 1930s and can dramatically increase a coin's market value. Even a subtle anomaly, such as a slight doubling of Lincoln's profile or a tiny die crack along the wheat stalks, can make a coin a star in the eyes of collectors. The 1937 no-mint mark penny's rarity is partly a numbers game. While millions were minted that year, finding one in pristine condition today is a different story. Many coins were circulated extensively, exposed to the elements, and discarded once they were worn down. The survivors in excellent condition are therefore highly sought after. Even among circulated coins, those with minimal wear, excellent luster, and full detail can fetch a premium in the market. Now let's talk about the history and context behind the coin, which also plays a role in its desirability. The late 1930s were a time of recovery for the United States. The Great Depression had left deep scars on the economy, and the penny, small and ubiquitous, became a symbol of daily life and perseverance. Holding a coin from that era is like holding a piece of history. Each penny tells a story of the millions of Americans who used it for daily purchases, saved it in jars, or carried it in their pockets as a reminder of stability and hope. This historical significance is one reason why collectors are willing to pay so much for coins in top condition. It's not just metal, it's a tangible connection to the past. For those interested in collecting or investing in the 1937 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny, there are a few practical tips to keep in mind. First, always consider authentication. Coins should be examined by reputable graders or third-party services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and sometimes rarity, providing a trusted certification that can significantly affect the coin's value. Second, understanding market trends is important. The numismatic market can fluctuate, but high-grade coins with no mint mark consistently attract attention. Rarity and historical significance generally hold value better than coins in poor condition. Another aspect worth mentioning is the community of collectors. Numismatics is not just about the coins themselves, it's about connecting with other enthusiasts, attending coin shows, and engaging in online forums. Sharing knowledge about specific varieties, such as the 1937 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny, often reveals hidden gems and tips for preservation. Many collectors will tell you that the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding a rare coin in circulation, is as rewarding as the monetary value itself. Investing in a 1937 no-mint mark penny also offers a unique combination of tangible history and potential profit. Unlike stocks or bonds, you can physically hold your investment. It carries a story, a design, and a historical significance that modern digital assets cannot replicate. Over the years, coins like these have seen steady appreciation, especially those that are well preserved or certified by professional grading services. So, what exactly is the value of a 1937 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny today? While prices can vary depending on condition, grading, and market demand, a coin in excellent condition is particularly rare and valuable. After careful research and considering the historical demand among collectors, the most accurate and up-to-date valuation puts this remarkable coin at an impressive $38,992. Yes, a single penny from 1937, preserved carefully and in outstanding condition, could be worth more than $38,992 today. This figure may surprise many, but it highlights the incredible potential hidden in coins that were once common pocket change. In conclusion, the 1937 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of endurance during challenging times, and a rare collectible that can command extraordinary prices for those fortunate enough to own one. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist, a casual collector, or someone interested in historical investments, this coin represents an opportunity to own a tangible piece of the past that holds both sentimental and monetary value. Its story, design, rarity, and historical context all contribute to making it one of the most fascinating and rewarding coins to seek out today. So, hello and welcome back to the World Information HD channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, exploring a coin that might already be sitting in your pocket or tucked away in an old collection without you even realizing its incredible value. We're talking about the United States of America 1940 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny with no mint mark. This small coin holds a big story, not just for its historical significance but also for the remarkable value it can bring to collectors today. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, is one of the most beloved coin series among collectors. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person on its obverse, breaking the long tradition of symbolic imagery. For over 30 years, the wheat penny, as it's commonly called due to the wheat stalks on the reverse, circulated widely, making it one of the most iconic coins in American history. The year 1940 is particularly interesting in the context of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series. The United States, though not yet fully involved in World War II, was in a period of economic recovery following the Great Depression. Coins from this era were produced in large quantities, yet there are a few subtle variations that make some of them highly desirable to collectors. One of these is the absence of a mint mark. Now, what does no mint mark mean? Typically, coins produced in Philadelphia during this time did not carry a mint mark. Mint marks are small letters on coins that indicate where the coin was struck. For example, D stands for Denver, and S stands for San Francisco. Coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, the oldest and most historically significant U.S. mint. The absence of a mint mark does not automatically make a coin rare, but it does have a key role in differentiating coins for collectors, especially when paired with other characteristics such as condition, errors, and historical context. One fascinating aspect of the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny is the sheer number that were produced. Over 1.6 billion pennies were minted that year across all mints. Even so, collectors today hunt for examples in pristine condition or coins with unique qualities. Because these pennies were everyday coins, many were lost, damaged, or worn down over decades of circulation. This means that finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly difficult. When evaluating a 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny, the first thing collectors look at is the condition, or grade, of the coin. Coin grading is a precise art and science. A coin's grade ranges from poor to mint state on the standard scale. Lower-grade coins often show significant wear, loss of detail, and surface scratches, whereas higher-grade coins maintain crisp designs, sharp edges, and original luster. For the 1940 penny, coins graded in higher states such as MS-65 or above are particularly prized. Even small differences in grading can dramatically affect the coin's value, sometimes by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor that adds to the intrigue of the 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is die varieties and errors. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can take many forms: double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and more. Even though most 1940 pennies are fairly standard, some errors make specific coins stand out to collectors and increase their market value significantly. For example, a subtle doubling of the date or the inscriptions on the coin can transform an otherwise ordinary penny into a sought-after collector's piece. History also adds to the charm of this coin. During the late 1930s and early 1940s, the U.S. economy was recovering, and everyday transactions involved coins like the Lincoln Wheat Penny in nearly every exchange. These pennies were literally in the hands of millions of Americans, passing from person to person, pocket to pocket, coin purse to coin slot, embodying countless small stories from daily life. Holding one today is like holding a small piece of living history, a tangible connection to a time when the nation was slowly recovering and preparing for a global conflict that would soon change the world. Collectors often wonder, what makes one 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny more valuable than another? Several factors contribute to this. The first, as mentioned, is condition. But beyond condition, factors like original luster, eye appeal, and absence of cleaning can make a major difference. A penny that has been polished or harshly cleaned often loses value because collectors prefer coins in their original state, even if slightly worn. Natural toning and gentle patina can sometimes enhance a coin's appeal, giving it a unique character and story. Market demand also plays a crucial role. Lincoln Wheat Pennies have a large collector base, from casual enthusiasts to professional numismatists. Coins from years with large production numbers, like 1940, generally carry modest retail values unless they are in excellent condition or display a rare error. But the market is dynamic. Coins can appreciate in value over time as more collectors seek them out and as examples in top condition become harder to find. For anyone just starting with coin collecting, the 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is a fantastic coin to explore. It represents both history and accessibility, with a wide range of coins available for different budgets. Whether you find one in a jar of old change, inherit one from a family collection, or purchase one from a reputable dealer, this coin offers both educational value and potential financial appreciation. An important tip for collectors is always to verify authenticity and grading. With older coins, it is easy to encounter reproductions or altered coins. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide certification, offering buyers and sellers confidence in the coin's quality and value. Additionally, documenting a coin with photographs, keeping it in protective holders, and maintaining a record of provenance can help preserve both the physical condition and the long-term value of your collection. For those curious about current market trends, the 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny has consistently attracted interest among collectors. While pennies from this era are not as rare as certain key-date coins, their combination of historical significance, iconic design, and collector appeal makes them a staple in any U.S. coin collection. Many collectors enjoy completing full runs of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, and the 1940 Philadelphia issue is a necessary piece of that puzzle. To summarize, the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a historical artifact, a piece of art, and a collectible treasure. Its value is determined by a combination of condition, rarity, historical context, and market demand. Finding one in excellent condition can be a rare delight for collectors, offering both aesthetic pleasure and financial reward. Over time, as more circulated coins are lost to wear and tear, the scarcity of high-quality examples only increases. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny in your change jar, take a moment to appreciate it. Examine the details, the crispness of Lincoln's profile, the clear inscriptions, and the subtle design of the wheat stalks. Consider its journey through history, the hands it has passed through, and the countless stories it has silently witnessed. This humble coin, once a simple instrument of daily commerce, can now hold immense historical and financial significance. And here's the part every collector loves to hear: an exceptional 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny in top condition could fetch an impressive $26,399. That's right, what may seem like a small, ordinary penny could, under the right circumstances, be worth a small fortune. Remember, coin collecting is a blend of passion, knowledge, and a bit of luck. Every coin tells a story, and the 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a chapter in America's monetary history that continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, keep an eye out for these remarkable pennies. They are small, historical treasures that can make a big impact on your collection and maybe even your wallet. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the most fascinating coins and collectibles from around the world. And remember, sometimes history hides in the smallest places, like a single, unassuming penny in your pocket that could be worth $26,399. Welcome back to World Information HD, your ultimate destination for uncovering the secrets behind some of the rarest and most valuable coins in the United States. Today, we're diving into one of the classic pieces of American numismatic history that has fascinated collectors and investors for decades: the 1950 Lincoln 1 cent, better known as the Wheat Penny. This coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. Beneath its humble exterior lies a treasure that could transform a small coin collection into a remarkable fortune. The story of the Lincoln Wheat Penny begins in 1909, when the United States Mint introduced the first 1-cent coin featuring President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin marked the first time a U.S. president appeared on circulating currency. The obverse of the coin proudly displays Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse features the iconic wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and growth in America. Over the decades, Lincoln Wheat Pennies became a staple of American currency, yet certain years and mint marks made specific coins extremely sought after by collectors. Among these, the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny holds a special place. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, one of the key mints producing pennies during the mid-20th century. In 1950, the Denver Mint struck a limited number of these pennies, making them less common than those from the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't carry a mint mark. While millions of 1950 pennies circulated across the country, finding one in excellent condition today is not as easy as it might seem. Over time, pennies naturally accumulate wear and tear from handling, circulation, and environmental factors, reducing the chances of discovering a pristine example. That's why collectors often seek coins in mint state or uncirculated condition. The rarer and cleaner the coin, the higher its value. For coin enthusiasts, the condition of a 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny can significantly affect its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state, with subtle differences in wear, luster, and surface details making a dramatic difference in price. A penny that has remained untouched and retains its original mint luster can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. On the other hand, pennies with scratches, discoloration, or corrosion may still have sentimental or historical value, but they won't command the same high prices among collectors. One of the key aspects that makes the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny special is its historical context. The year 1950 marked a period of post-World War II growth in the United States, a time when American industry was booming, families were expanding, and the economy was shifting toward modern consumerism. The coins minted during this period represent not only currency but also a tangible piece of history, connecting us to an era of rebuilding and optimism. Collectors often value coins for this connection to the past, understanding that each coin is a silent witness to the lives and events of the time. In terms of rarity, the 1950 D penny is more elusive than it might seem at first. While the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion pennies that year, the Denver Mint produced significantly fewer. This limited production, combined with the attrition from circulation over the decades, has made high-quality specimens particularly scarce. Coins from this mint with minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster are especially prized in the numismatic world. For collectors, discovering a 1950 D penny that retains its sharp details, from Lincoln's beard to the wheat stalks on the reverse, is like uncovering a hidden gem in your pocket change. It's important to understand what collectors look for when evaluating a coin like this. The clarity of the design, the presence or absence of scratches, dents, or discoloration, and the sharpness of the date and mint mark are all crucial. Even small imperfections can affect the coin's grade, which in turn affects its market value. Coins that have been properly preserved in albums, holders, or coin flips often retain their luster better than those that circulated freely, making them more desirable to collectors and investors alike. Another fascinating aspect of collecting Lincoln Wheat Pennies is the potential for discovering variations or errors. The 1950 D penny, like many coins, sometimes exhibits minor minting errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual die cracks. These anomalies, while rare, can significantly increase a coin's value, attracting specialized collectors who seek out unique and unusual specimens. Even the slightest difference in the coin's appearance could make it a standout piece in a collection and fetch a higher price at auction. The market for 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Pennies has been consistently strong, with collectors actively seeking out high-grade examples. Over the past decades, the demand for these pennies has steadily increased as more collectors and investors recognize the long-term value of owning historical coins. Numismatic experts often highlight the 1950 D as a key piece to complete a full set of Lincoln Wheat Pennies, especially for collectors who focus on mint marks and variations. The combination of historical significance, limited production, and collectible appeal makes this coin a compelling addition to any collection. Investing in coins like the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is not just about monetary gain, It's about preserving a piece of American history. Unlike paper currency, coins are tangible artifacts that can survive for generations. Each penny tells a story, from the hands it passed through to the events it silently witnessed. For many collectors, holding a well-preserved 1950 penny is like holding a small fragment of mid-20th century America, a connection to a bygone era that remains relevant and fascinating today. If you happen to come across a 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny in your collection, in an album, or even loose in a jar of coins, it's worth taking the time to examine it carefully. Look for coins that retain their original color and luster, check the sharpness of the date and mint mark, and consider having it professionally graded to maximize its market potential. Professional grading provides a standardized evaluation of a coin's condition, which can help in selling, trading, or insuring the coin. Coins with higher grades often attract premium prices from collectors and investors looking for the best examples to add to their portfolios. In conclusion, the 1950 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny represents more than just a piece of metal. It's a bridge to history, a collector's treasure, and a potential investment opportunity. Its limited production at the Denver Mint, combined with the enduring popularity of Lincoln Wheat Pennies among collectors, ensures that this coin continues to capture attention and admiration. For those who appreciate history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovering rare finds, the 1950 penny is a shining example of what makes coin collecting such a rewarding hobby. For anyone who is serious about coins, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a must-have. Its historical significance, combined with the rarity of high-grade specimens, makes it a remarkable piece that can elevate a coin collection to a new level. And while every coin has a story, some stories carry extraordinary value. If you've been searching for a coin that combines history, rarity, and the potential for impressive returns, your search may very well end here. After years of careful collecting and research, professional coin dealers and numismatic experts have evaluated the current market for high-grade 1950 Lincoln Wheat Pennies. Considering the rarity, historical appeal, and the demand among collectors, the value of a well-preserved 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is an astounding $29,388. This incredible figure reflects not just the coin's metal, but its story, its scarcity, and its status as a treasured artifact of American history. Holding a 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny today means owning a piece of the past and a potential key to a fortune that could surprise anyone lucky enough to possess one. So next time you sift through your change or visit a coin show, keep an eye out for that small copper treasure. You never know, what seems like an ordinary penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of rare American coins, focusing on a classic piece that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent, also known as the Wheat Penny. For anyone with even a casual interest in coin collecting, this particular penny represents a captivating combination of history, scarcity, and potential value, making it a must-know for enthusiasts and treasure hunters. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, first minted in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, is an iconic piece of American numismatic history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny was unique because it marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a president's portrait on the obverse. Over the decades, various years and mint marks of this penny have become extremely sought after, with some fetching impressive sums at auctions and in private collections. Among them, the 1951 issue with no mint mark stands out as particularly interesting for its subtle rarity and historical context. So, what makes the 1951 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny so special? To understand that, we need to explore a little bit of the coin's history. In 1951, the United States was experiencing the post-World War II economic boom, and coinage was an essential part of daily life. Millions of pennies were struck that year, but most collectors overlook the small details that distinguish an ordinary coin from one with significant collector value. The absence of a mint mark on the 1951 penny indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which, despite its high production numbers, still managed to yield coins that could become extremely valuable today. Collectors often underestimate coins from the 1950s because they seem modern, compared to earlier rare wheat pennies like the 1909 SVDB or the 1914D. However, the 1951 no mint mark penny has characteristics that can make it a hidden gem. Condition is everything in coin collecting, and even minor differences in wear, strike quality, and luster can drastically affect a coin's value. Coins that have survived decades in pristine condition, uncirculated or almost uncirculated, are extremely rare and highly sought after. This is why even a 1951 penny, which at first glance may appear common, can command attention in the right circles. When evaluating a 1951 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, collectors focus on several key factors. First is the strike and detail on Lincoln's portrait. Look closely at the hair, jawline, and beard. A sharp, well-defined strike can elevate a penny from a common collectible to a premium piece. Next, examine the wheat stalks on the reverse side. Full detail in the grains and leaves is a sign that the coin has been carefully preserved and was struck with exceptional precision. Any damage, corrosion, or discoloration can lower its value, but a coin in near-perfect condition can fetch a significant premium. Another factor that can increase interest in the 1951 no mint mark penny is its historical context. As mentioned earlier, the early 1950s were a time of change in the United States. The country was recovering from World War II, embracing technological advancements, and seeing a baby boom that would influence generations. Every coin from that period carries with it a piece of that history, a tiny, tangible reminder of life in mid-20th century America. Owning a 1951 Lincoln Wheat penny allows collectors to hold a piece of that history in their hands, connecting them with a time when everyday objects were part of a larger national story. For those who are curious about market trends, it's important to note that the value of Lincoln Wheat pennies has been steadily increasing over the past few decades. As older coins become scarcer and collector interest grows, even mid-20th century issues are starting to command higher prices. Rare coins like the 1951 no mint mark penny are no longer just sentimental collectibles, they are investment assets. Savvy collectors recognize that coins in excellent condition, particularly those that are well preserved with original mint luster, can grow in value over time. Purchasing a 1951 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny today can be a rewarding experience, but it requires attention to detail and knowledge of coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to perfect mint state, with additional subcategories such as very fine, extremely fine, and about uncirculated. Each grade reflects the coin's condition, with finer coins being rarer and more valuable. For example, a penny in circulated condition may be worth only a few dollars, while the same coin in uncirculated condition can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the collector market. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the thrill of discovery. Imagine sorting through a box of old coins from your family's attic or a jar of loose change and suddenly spotting a 1951 no mint mark penny in excellent condition. That moment of realization, knowing you may be holding a piece of history with considerable value, is what drives collectors to keep searching, trading, and building their collections. Coins like this connect us to the past in a way that few other collectibles can. For those new to coin collecting, it's worth mentioning that authenticity is crucial. Counterfeits and altered coins do exist, and even experienced collectors can sometimes be misled by expertly crafted replicas. When considering a purchase, always buy from reputable dealers or auction houses, and if possible, obtain coins that have been professionally graded by trusted organizations. Proper authentication ensures that you're getting the genuine article, and it can significantly affect the coin's resale potential. As with any collectible, market demand can fluctuate, but Lincoln Wheat pennies, particularly those with unique attributes like the 1951 no mint mark, have proven to hold their value remarkably well. They are part of a long legacy of American coinage and represent a blend of artistry, history, and scarcity. The 1951 issue is also a favorite among collectors who focus on mid-century coins, creating a niche but dedicated market for these pennies. For enthusiasts who want to maximize their investment, presentation and storage matter. Proper handling, using cotton gloves and coin holders, and storing coins in climate-controlled environments can preserve their condition and prevent damage from oxidation or scratches. Collectors often display these coins in albums or frames, not just for protection but to celebrate their historical and aesthetic value. A well-preserved 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is not just money, it's a piece of American history and a conversation starter. Whether you are a seasoned collector, an investor, or someone simply fascinated by American history, the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny offers something truly special. It's a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but reveals a depth of historical significance, rarity, and potential value once you examine it closely. The wheat design, Lincoln's portrait, and the subtle details that define its condition all contribute to its desirability in today's coin market. Now, you might be wondering what makes this coin so valuable in monetary terms. After years of market analysis and observing trends in coin collecting, experts have determined that a pristine 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny in exceptional condition can achieve a remarkable market value. This isn't just a theoretical estimate, it's based on actual auction results, collector interest, and the rarity of well-preserved specimens. For collectors who manage to find one in top condition, the payoff can be substantial, both in terms of financial reward and historical pride. The value of a 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny is $43,334. Hello, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of American numismatic history, the 1952 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny with no mint mark. If you've ever been curious about rare coins and the hidden fortunes they might hold, this video will take you on an incredible journey into the story, rarity, and astonishing value of this particular penny. Sit tight, because by the end of this video, you might be seeing pennies in a whole new light. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, often called the Lincoln Cent, has a special place in the hearts of collectors and historians alike. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln Cent was revolutionary for its time. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of allegorical symbols, and it quickly became a symbol of American pride. The reverse design, featuring 2 stalks of wheat, gave it the affectionate nickname, Wheat Penny, and it remained in circulation until 1958. By 1952, the United States was well into the post-World War II era. The economy was booming, families were growing, and the penny, which had once been a simple tool for everyday transactions, began to gain subtle recognition among collectors. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted primarily in Philadelphia, which is key because the Philadelphia Mint didn't use a mint mark at that time. This means that every 1952 penny from Philadelphia carries no mark at all, simply showing the familiar Liberty on the obverse along with the date, and the wheat design on the reverse. While at first glance, a 1952 penny may seem common, the real story is in the subtle variations, condition, and history that make certain coins incredibly valuable. Coins from this era are often found in pocket change, rolled coins, and collections, but not all pennies from 1952 are created equal. The true value comes when we consider minting errors, preservation, and the careful eyes of professional coin graders. The no-mint mark Lincoln Cent from 1952 can vary dramatically in condition. Many coins found in circulation show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. These are sometimes called circulated coins, and while they hold sentimental and historical value, their monetary worth is modest. However, when a 1952 penny has been preserved with minimal wear, showcasing sharp detail on Lincoln's profile, the wheat stalks, and the date itself, it can capture the attention of serious collectors around the world. Numismatic grading plays a huge role in determining the coin's value. The Sheldon scale, used by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, evaluates coins on a scale from 1 to 70, where 70 represents a perfect coin with no imperfections, and 1 is heavily worn. Most 1952 pennies in everyday circulation might grade somewhere in the 40s or 50s, which is respectable, but coins that achieve grades above 60 are extremely rare and highly sought after. Every tiny scratch, discoloration, or imperfection can affect the price significantly. Another fascinating aspect of the 1952 no-mint mark penny is its historical context. In 1952, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies primarily from copper, but the metal content was a reflection of the post-war economy. The penny weighed about 3.11 grams and was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The copper-rich composition adds both a pleasing aesthetic quality and a tangible connection to the past. Collectors often appreciate coins from this period not only for their rarity but also for the material story they tell about American history. Collectors often look for certain qualities that make a 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny stand out. One of the most desirable traits is full detail on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks. Coins that show these fine details are called full strike or full head varieties, and they are much rarer than coins with partially struck features. These details matter enormously to collectors who are searching for coins that can anchor a high-quality collection or complete a rare set. Condition is just one aspect. Coin errors also play a role in value. While the 1952 no-mint mark penny is generally straightforward, variations in strike, small die cracks, or minor doubling can elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Error coins are a niche market, often drawing attention from collectors who specialize in anomalies and rare misprints. Such coins can fetch prices far above the standard, even if the base date seems ordinary. If you've been hunting for a 1952 penny, you might be surprised to learn how many have survived the decades. Tens of millions were minted, but only a fraction have been preserved in pristine condition. That's where the thrill of coin collecting truly lies, the pursuit of a coin that has survived with its details intact, untouched by years of circulation, and ready to tell a story over 70 years later. When it comes to selling or buying these coins, the market is robust and highly nuanced. Prices can vary based on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand. Dealers, auctions, and private collectors all play a role in determining what a coin is truly worth at a given time. Coins in excellent condition with professional grading often sell for exponentially higher prices than ungraded counterparts, especially for collectors seeking to complete a Lincoln Wheat Penny set. The 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny is also a favorite for historical education. Many educators and enthusiasts use these coins to teach about mid-century America, the post-war economy, and the history of currency design. The image of Lincoln on the penny is more than just a figure. It's a reminder of values, heritage, and the continuity of American history through everyday objects. In a way, holding one of these pennies is like holding a small piece of the 1950s, a tangible artifact connecting us to a time long past. Over the years, the coin's rarity has increased as collectors have sought out the finest examples. Coins that were once ordinary pocket change now command attention in coin shows, online auctions, and private sales. A well-preserved 1952 penny without a mint mark can often serve as the cornerstone of a collector's Lincoln Wheat Penny set, representing not only value but historical significance. Numismatists often emphasize the importance of careful storage and handling for coins of this age. Even a small scratch or a fingerprint can reduce the value of a coin dramatically. Collectors often use coin holders, capsules, or archival quality albums to ensure their coins remain in pristine condition. Some enthusiasts even go as far as consulting professional graders to certify the coin's authenticity and condition, which can boost the coin's market value significantly. It's also worth mentioning that market trends can impact a coin's worth. While historical significance, rarity, and condition are key, collector interest and demand fluctuate over time. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny, especially in higher grades, has consistently held strong interest due to its combination of mid-20th century charm and scarcity in excellent condition. Serious collectors and investors alike recognize that owning one of these pennies is not just about a piece of metal, it's about preserving history and potentially securing a valuable asset for the future. To wrap it all up, the 1952 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny with no mint mark is a fascinating, historically rich, and highly collectible coin. Its significance lies not only in its connection to Abraham Lincoln and the mid-century United States, but also in its rarity and the meticulous care required to preserve it. Whether you're a seasoned collector, an aspiring numismatist, or someone who simply appreciates history, this humble penny holds stories that stretch far beyond its face value. And if you've been curious about what a coin like this could be worth in today's collector market, here's the astounding part: a pristine, perfectly preserved 1952 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny with no mint mark can fetch an impressive value of $45,756. That's right, a single penny from 1952, carefully preserved over decades, can hold a fortune that most people would never imagine. So next time you come across a seemingly ordinary penny, take a closer look. You never know when history and fortune might be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, uncovering a gem that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike: the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny. While the Lincoln cent is one of the most commonly recognized coins in the United States, this particular variant holds a story that sets it apart from the millions of other pennies that have circulated since Abraham Lincoln first graced the obverse of the coin in 1909. At first glance, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny might seem like just another coin from the mid-20th century. The obverse features the dignified portrait of President Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse showcases the familiar wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and abundance. These design elements were standard for Lincoln cents from 1909 until 1958, making this penny instantly recognizable to collectors. However, the distinguishing factor that makes the 1956 penny truly special is the absence of a mint mark. Mint marks indicate where a coin was struck. During this period, the Denver Mint used a D, the San Francisco Mint used an S, and coins produced in Philadelphia were typically not marked at all. The 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck in Philadelphia, but it is not merely the lack of a mint mark that makes it collectible. It is the combination of rarity, historical significance, and condition that drives its value into the realm of serious numismatics. In order to understand why the 1956 no-mint mark penny has become so sought after, it is essential to consider the historical context. The mid-1950s were a period of economic growth and stability in the United States. World War II had ended just a decade earlier, and the country was experiencing an era of industrial expansion, technological innovation, and cultural transformation. Coins from this period reflect not only the artistry of their design but also the era's economic and social currents. For collectors, owning a coin from this era is like holding a tangible piece of mid-century American history. The 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced in enormous quantities, with millions struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Yet, despite this high mintage, finding one in pristine or uncirculated condition is much more challenging. Most pennies from this era show signs of circulation, scratches, discoloration, wear on Lincoln's face, and fading of the wheat stalks. These imperfections are what separate a typical penny from a collector-grade coin. High-grade specimens are extremely rare, and it is these coins that command premium prices among collectors. Collectors often pay close attention to the subtle details that differentiate a valuable coin from a common one. The condition of the coin, graded on a scale ranging from good G to mint state MS, dramatically influences its market value. A coin in MS-65 or MS-66 condition, for example, is considered exceptionally well preserved, retaining its original luster and fine details. These high-grade coins are almost never found in pocket change today, which is why serious collectors are willing to pay significant sums to secure them. But the story does not end with condition alone. Errors and variations in coin production can also elevate the value of a penny. While the 1956 no-mint mark penny does not typically carry famous minting errors, some rare varieties exist, such as repunched mint marks, doubled dies, or planchet flaws. Collectors prize these anomalies because they are unintentional, unique, and add a layer of intrigue to the coin's history. Even minor differences in strike quality or die alignment can make a noticeable difference in value. When it comes to selling or purchasing rare coins, provenance, the documented history of a coin, can be equally important. Coins with a verified history, especially those that have been part of notable collections or certified by recognized grading services such as PCGS or NGC, often fetch higher prices. The 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has appeared in various auction catalogs over the years, sometimes alongside other rare Lincoln cents, attracting the attention of seasoned collectors looking to enhance their portfolios. For those new to coin collecting, it can be surprising that a coin produced in such vast quantities could be worth thousands of dollars today. The secret lies in scarcity, condition, and collector demand. Many coins from the 1950s were lost to circulation, melted down, or simply discarded, leaving a limited supply of high-quality examples. As the decades pass, these coins become more elusive, driving prices higher. It is also worth noting that the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, spanning from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most popular and widely collected series in American numismatics. Collectors often focus on completing date and mint mark sets, seeking the highest quality examples available. Within this context, the 1956 no-mint mark penny has emerged as a cornerstone piece for serious set builders. Its historical significance, connection to the Lincoln design, and scarcity in top condition make it an essential acquisition for dedicated collectors. Investing in coins is more than just a hobby, it can also be a strategic financial decision. Rare coins, especially those with documented rarity and exceptional condition, often appreciate in value over time. Unlike paper money, which can be affected by inflation and other economic factors, collectible coins carry intrinsic historical and numismatic value. Owning a piece like the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny allows collectors to preserve a tangible link to the past while potentially realizing substantial financial gains. When evaluating such coins, it is crucial to consider factors such as luster, strike, surface quality, and overall eye appeal. Luster refers to the coin's original shine, which is often diminished by handling or environmental exposure. A strong strike ensures that all details of Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks are sharp and well-defined. Surface quality relates to the absence of scratches, nicks, or discoloration. Eye appeal encompasses the overall aesthetic impact, which can influence both collectors' interest and market value. Professional grading services play a key role in establishing authenticity and grade. Coins certified by organizations such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, carry a guarantee of authenticity and an objective assessment of condition. This certification adds confidence for both buyers and sellers, reducing uncertainty in high-value transactions. For a coin like the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, certification is often essential to justify its high market price. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny represents a compelling opportunity. Its blend of historical significance, visual appeal, and scarcity in uncirculated condition makes it a coin that commands attention at any coin show, auction, or private sale. For those lucky enough to encounter one in exceptional condition, it is not just a coin, it is a symbol of heritage, craftsmanship, and the enduring fascination of American numismatics. So, if you are searching through old coin rolls, collections passed down through generations, or even flea market finds, keep your eyes peeled for the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny. The right specimen, carefully preserved and authenticated, could be a highlight of any collection and a potentially lucrative investment. The excitement lies not just in the monetary value but in the journey of discovery. Holding a coin in your hand that has survived decades, carrying with it the story of a bygone era. And now, for those wondering just how valuable this coin can be when it appears in exceptional condition, the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny can reach a price of $56,332.